Hi, my friends. Let's talk for a moment about the difference between how we perceive our posture, our movement, and the reality. Check out this painting behind me. It's a deer. We all probably easily recognize it as a deer, but when you look closely, like, the colors are nothing like it. Blue background, it's not a forest, it's not a meadow or anything where we normally find a deer. And also the colors of the deer are not like it at all, yet we recognize it as one. Well, hopefully you did. Now, when it comes to our own postures, our own movements, we all have an idea of like, wow, I'm doing this so great, and look at how like wonderful, and I'm doing this particular posture, this particular movement really well, and I've learned so much. And then maybe somebody shows us a picture, or somebody takes a video, or maybe even we have a mirror, and we go like, I hope nobody else saw that. And then we go like, how did this disconnect happen where I think I'm in the pose? I think I'm doing this well. I think this movement is very flowing and beautiful. And then who's this guy or who's this girl in the video? You see, what happens here? We all have our whole body completely wired up with receptors. These receptors keep telling us, oh, this is where we are in the body, in space. Basically, very factual. This joint is bent. This joint is straight. This muscle is pulling. You are upright and not lying down at the moment. You see, like all this very factual information. This is what we call proprioception. So these nerve receptors, these are called proprioceptors. As long as you remember, like, your body is telling you where you are, that's enough. The combination of all these pieces of input then give us a reference, a framework for our body that tells us, well, I'm in this pose, in this shape, I'm making this movement, I'm moving my arm horizontally, all that kind of stuff. And based on that, we get this experience or this idea of, hey, like this is working really well, you know? And when it doesn't, then we have to ask ourselves the question, is there something wrong with me? And don't worry, there's nothing wrong with you. It's all good. These receptors are trainable. What we're perceiving is largely, say, a summary of what we've noticed about ourselves so far. The trainable aspect comes in that by paying attention to what we do, by noticing, oh, here I really am in this position. Here I can feel the, let's say, stretch or movement is corresponding to when I check on my body, oh yeah, I'm actually doing this. So that gives you new reference points, new reference values for your body, in the end, resulting in better congruence of your posture with what you think you're doing, better congruence of your movement with what you're envisioning you're actually doing. How can we improve this? To know what we're feeling is correct, that we're doing the right movement. My suggestion for you would be learn more, if not better, movement anatomy. Whether it's yoga anatomy, movement anatomy, anything that pertains to your moving, active, physical body will be helpful. Words in the book can be interesting, feed your brain, but do not help you connect to the body. So I encourage you to learn movement anatomy, yoga anatomy, something tangible, something that translates to your practice. In that context, you learn how to connect to your body better. You learn how to understand how a movement is connecting you to your body, how your arm, your shoulder, your hips, your lower back, how they all influence each other. And with that, you build a better reference map in your body to yourself as you practice or keep practicing, when then that information comes in, this part of the body is in this position, the very factual stuff that your proprioceptor gives you, then you can say, yes, that fits into the rest of my understanding of the body, and you have a much better understanding of what to do from there, how to maybe adjust, correct, make it more flowing, more active, how to activate the muscles that stabilize you better, so you have better balance. The more you can be, let's say, embodied in your body, the more you find a feeling connection to that, whether it's a feeling connection of, yes, this feels good or not, or it's more refined of, this part isn't quite engaging as much as it could. These are all gradations of you inhabiting yourself and being able to direct yourself in a more congruent manner. So what you see of yourself, if it was a photo, and what you think of yourself, what you're doing, that starts matching up more. So go ahead, improve your practice. Take an AnatomyShow course, for example, where we talk about all the different parts of the body, how you can understand them better, how you can build them better into your practice, into your movements, into your postures. I'm looking forward to seeing you in one of the courses to share more of these ideas to help you be more congruent in your movements and in your practice. I'll see you there.